Back with another video. If you heard anything I just said, this video will not get. This is what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start capping my stuff because I want to make videos, but I'm not gaining nothing from it. And yes, if I put out massive load of content, I probably could get a good amount of subs. But if y'all are not appreciating the content, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying some of y'all don't appreciate the content, but if I'm not seeing people appreciate the comments, there would be no point of continuing said part. So I'm only doing this because one person commented on a video, like, yo, when you continue such and such. So this is gonna be part 3, Deku having the Shadow Clone. Last time we left off like right after he voted Bakugo in the cavalry battle. So he's his name pick, right? I'm gonna skip that because I don't really ever really do that. But what's gonna happen during the internships, right? Is during that time period, Deku figured out he can do something. You know how I was talking about on the last part, how he can use his shadow clones and they gain energy. They can gain energy from different like animals and different things. He also has a variation of where he gains one for all, right? So how I'm gonna say this works is he pulls in energy, or like he pulls memories and experiences from the past users, and it allows him to grow and become even more stronger and stuff. So by him doing this or whatever, he's able to access a lot more of one for all. Plus his whole physique changes slightly. It's almost kind of like he looks mystic, like from Dragon Ball Z for those that watch the show. Second of all, he also has like the regular stage mode where he just gets an increase in strength, can do sensory, and can do all that good jazz. Okay. Now, oh yeah, by the way, if I don't get 50 likes on this video, I'm not making a part. I'm not making another part. It's not happening. It's never happening. I'm putting my foot down. But that's the way y'all can keep me doing the videos. If y'all honestly, earnestly want me to continue making videos, I'll do this. And if it doesn't work out, people just don't give me the 50 likes because I have enough subs to do it. So I have enough people that have subscribed to my account to do it. If they all watch the video, if everyone liked it, they can do it. I will always keep my like goal reasonable. I'm not putting at 20 or 30 or anything like that. I'm putting at a big body 50. Because I always seems to be liking on the likes department. And if all these people are saying they appreciate my content, they like my content, but no one's liking it, someone's lying. No, but joking aside, back to what I was saying. So, yeah, he has different stage modes, but it's just not frog based. It's all the animals based. And the internship, right? So Deku, he's smart. He's the real one, right? And the shadow clones, they work a little differently. He gains all the physical attributes of everything they've done, and he also gains the knowledge instead of just gaining the knowledge. So how this works is he charges up his energy to like the max. He meditates for like a really long time. Like after the sports festival, he started meditating. He told the teacher like what he needed to do. Well, he got a clone to do it, but he told the teacher everything he needed to do and all this, and he would like to keep it a secret. So he makes multiple shadow clones, right? And by him making all these shadow clones and stuff, right, he first charges energy. He uses one for all. He uses natural energy. He's building it up, and then he makes like a crap load of clones, my guy. And all these clones, guess what they go to? They're pretty much on par with him, just a good little chunk weaker. All these clones, while Deku is sitting his ass at home, chilling, relaxing, minding his own business. All these clones have enough energy to fight for themselves, do for themselves, and eat if they need to. I'm gonna say they can eat just so he doesn't have to eat, so they eat, and yeah, it's really OP. I mean, don't get me wrong, that Deku, he's still eating, like the real one. He's still eating and doing all his stuff, but he's not training. He doesn't need to. His clones are doing it for him. So while Deku's doing all of that type of stuff, right? The internship, since those clones are spread it out to every agency, even endeavors and all these people, whatever. When it comes to the stain and stuff, right? one Deku pulls up, and one Deku. I'm just gonna say his clones. His clones is one with Ida, and one's with Todoroki. The clones can talk telepathically. So they all meet up, especially the one that was getting trained with Gran Torino. They all meet up. These clones, they can take more than just one hit or a couple hits. They are pretty close to the original Deku, right? So as that's happening or whatever, we go into the part of where the fight happens. But the fight happens a lot different because one clone grabs the dude. This clone was doing some different type of training, and they're all fighting Stain. But Stain's getting outclassed, and he gets outclassed a lot more faster and a lot worse than he did originally in canon. Because Deku's just like this monstrosity of a beast. So Deku practically single-handedly beat him without even using any of his clones. Didn't even have to do anything half the time because they all were able to just kind of fight him hand to hand. Plus, since they had synergy and their minds were linked, it made it dummy easy for them to coordinate all their attacks and attack this man. While Todoroki using his flames to help him out, while Ida's coming in with his reciprocal burst after the clones had a very firm talking with this man, like, you stupid or stupid? So right after that happens, Deku, one by one, his clones are slowly dissipating or whatever, and he's slowly gaining the energy, but he's still not attending. Still, he still wants to relax a little bit. Some of the clones, after the agency stuff was done, they just kind of poof. But he has a proxy clones that those clones are like, so they can get all the information, get the overrush, and then when they've gotten all the information, they poof, and Deku gets all the information. It's kind of like a cushion. So let me put it in perspective. So imagine if you have let's just keep it nice. Let's say you had 10 to 20. 20 different yous exploring, living life in their own way, in their own fashion, right? And they all instantly poof, and they learn completely different things and all that good stuff, right? So tell me, how do you think your brain might get a little bit overloaded? But what if instead of you getting all the information, there was another version of you that got all the information? He processed it, he digested, he got used to it, he was breathing the information. And then he poofed, and you got all that information, all that energy, all that training, all the strength, all of that. You feel what I'm saying? So, with that being said, he does it. And he does it maliciously. Then we get to the fight with All Might, right? And this fight happens a little different because this Deku, he's done so much more training. He's trained so much more than the average person because all those clones did years of training for him in like a short time span. So Bakugo's still calling him split personalities and screaming at him and all this stuff, and all he does is just looks at man and just jaws this dude in the dome piece. Kachan, sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. I'll take care of weak Might. This version of Deku does worship All Might, but not nearly as much, because he still thinks the man's kind of stupid for not like fully using his capabilities and fully using his power and stuff, right? So Deku stands near All Might. All Might looks. Young Midori, I don't think it was what, but before he could finish the sentence, Deku lunges at him with the strength of a gorilla, pouncing this man, hitting him so hard that he hits the ground, and he bounces back up. But before All Might could react, three clones, well no, 5 clones are on top of him. One holding a raw shuriken with flame imbued into it, a flame element, or a flame nature, but we'll just say flame element if that makes it easier. Imbued with it, and then before All Might could even reacting, another clone had him in a helllock. 2 more clones are on his side, pulling him down. One's hitting him in his weak spot. And then All Might says, very resourceful, in his head in a brief moment, and right before everything happens, a big explosion happens. All Might jumps out of it, smoke clearing everywhere. And then before All Might could even reacting again, there's multi-clones all around him, and they're all throwing different types of blows. One's throwing a normal punch, one's throwing an all-for-one punch, one's throwing kicks, one's throwing an uppercut. And then All Might's kicking, punching at incredible speed. Most of them are able to get out. Some get hit, some don't, some do. Meanwhile, the real Deku's sitting back watching all of this, but he's not moving a single muscle. As he concentrates all the energy, lightning starts to sparkle out everywhere, just going off. His muscles increase ever so slightly. You hear him chanting numbers: 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. But before All Might could even process what's going on with the clones, the real Deku's dead in its face, so close that they could literally pause, literally kiss, smell each other's breath, eye to eye. Deku says, "I'm better than you now, All Might. Thank you for your help." It sends him back with a thunderous blow. The blow sends All Might down to the ground and able to move, but the blow was so strong that it took off All Might's weight. All Might says, "We should stop this fight," but before All Might could even say anything, Deku jaws him in the chin with a dummy strong kick that sends him flying across the buildings. Meanwhile, Bakugo's recovering, but he's puzzled. He's paralyzed in fear, seeing how strong Deku's got. Then, as Deku laughs maniacally, he says, "Let's try this new move." All Might, as Deku standing still, said, "You've caught me off guard, young Midori. Not a mistake I will make again, or not a mistake I will make lightly." Punches Deku, but when he punches, it doesn't hit Deku. Deku's still standing, but a clone. But you hear poof, and then All Might starts hitting more furious it blows. But all that's happening is our clones are just getting popped out. Now, for a side note, let me explain to you what's happening. Right, what's happening right now is this is a move I've made up mentally. Like I always thought of, like I had the Shadow Clone Jutsu, how I would use it. Right, so what if instead of like, you know how sometimes Naruto make clones and they kind of just pop out of his body, right? What if you made enough clones to where they're on you? Like you're wearing them like Gaara's Sand armor or something, right? So what if he made a lot of clones, right? So when someone hits him, it doesn't hit him, it hits a clone and the clone dissipates. But the second the clone dissipates, he can make more, or he has a set amount of clones at all times. So he doesn't die or get killed or anything. But he wanted to try this move against All Might. So All Might's throwing all sorts of punches. None of them are connecting. But as all of this is happening, Deku says, "Let me try another move I've been working." His eyes turn to a weirdish color. He activates stage mode. And you can see all this energy gathering around him. So imagine it like blue chakra. He says, cuts his hands together. All the energy is focusing into one point. It's almost looking like he's about to do a Kamehameha, right? All this energy's forming. All Might is still hitting. He realizes it's no good. He tries to back away. But by the time he backs away, he looks behind him. He sees a wall of Dekus all around him. They all are grabbing him from different angles. So it's almost like a storm of Deku. All of them are grabbing All Might. And the Deku says, "I'll end it with this. All for one wave." Deku sends that shit out, right? And when that happens, 99% of the buildings are gone. Like a good chunk of the buildings are ground. Ground beta is just ground now. All Might is sitting there, beaten, bruised, and tattered. Deku walks up to him, looks him dead in the eyes, and says, "I'm better than you now. Thank you for your help." Because he's not being disrespectful. Because that all for one boost did help the man's out a lot. So he's like, "I'll finish you. Now, goodbye." He said, "Goodbye." And before I do this, I have one question. All Might's puzzled. Which direction do you live? If you went from your house, if you wanted to go to your house right now, which direction? Somewhere back around south or somewhere. All right, thank you for telling me that. He whistles. Wait. I can't whistle. But he whistles. All Might's ankles are grabbed. And then a giant, long caterpillar like S thing of clones are spinning All Might around. Deku grabs the last one. But when he grabs them, a clone jumps out, and that clone starts spinning, and flings All Might, right? But they don't just fling the man. One clone flings, and like he uses all his remaining energy to push. And they keep doing that. They keep doing that, and they're gaining a lot of momentum, And then that last clone, as all that energy is being built up, he charges up one tiny Rasengan for all that momentum, or all that energy. He sends All Might just flying, right? And so All Might is gone. He's not dead or anything like that. He is just flying out. One of the clones grabbed Bakugo by the head. Because this Deku's just like, fuck everyone. But he's not an asshole. He's not a villain. He's not nothing like that. He's just, I am better than y'all. He understands his positioning. And so he grabs Bakugo. Bakugo is just paralyzed, but he's trying to talk back. And Deku looks at him with the energy of a wolf, just, who are you talking to, Kanchan? And Bakugo's just, he's like mad, but not mad at the exact same time. He takes man by the dome piece. They're walking out. They win. Now let's see here. That wraps up season 2. And I guess I can get a little bit started on season 3. So then they would be trying to play catch up. Ozawa would pretty much just say Deku's the number 1 hero. Like, everyone kind of agrees with this. This man's OP. Everyone's trying to catch up with him, but he's too strong. But as they're getting ready for camp or whatever, one person pops out. A person with a beard and a katana and a scar in his eye. Dreads as long as the shoulder can tell. But someone that looks oddly familiar pops out. Sees Deku. Looks closely. Huh, okay, you're not the evil one. He's like, what? Nothing. Let me ask you something. He's like, what? What's your quirk? He's like, I can create copies of myself, blah, blah, blah. So you're not the Deku we're looking for. What are you talking about, Deku? I'm the only Deku here. Yeah, shut up. This person is DK. DK can travel to multiverses. We will get a backstory for what if Deku had time ability or like time control. So that will come. So now he does do a light spar. That sparring session don't matter yet because that's going to be a flashback for a future what if. Then they go through the Beast Forest, and when they go through the Beast Forest, Deku makes a shitload of clones and literally just like doesn't do shit because he makes it like he jumps up really high and his clones propel him up. So he's basically walking on the dead bodies of his clone. Like everyone else is struggling. He has like a couple clones down there just to help them out, but like those clones don't use much of their power because he wants to like see how little power he can put into something and still get good results. The reason he does this is to test his capabilities and keep his skills sharpened. And that, I'm gonna wait for the 20 mark because that's what we do around here. Most of my videos are 20 minutes, so I gotta keep it true. But so he does that. He pretty much makes it in a record time. He has a shitload of his clones. Get the food ready, get the meal ready, get his bed ready, get his pack water ready. Deku's living good. He living good, cuz. But yeah. Thank y'all for making this part of the video. I'm glad everyone is enjoying it. But if you really do enjoy it, show it down with the comments, of course. The comments do help. Liking the videos help. Give me 50 likes and I'll come out with the next part.